Hello.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know what he was doing there. Just ignore him. We'll start again. Hi, my name's Barry,
And I'm Jay.
and together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Welcome to our channel where independent Stampin Up demonstrators based in the UK. So if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin Up products from our online shop. Do use the current host code which can be found on our website at mitosocrafts.com to receive a handmade card from us the following month, or any extra gifts if your order qualifies in the form of tutorial bundles designed by the Stamping Glam Squad and the Global Creative Project, which is a PDF and video tutorial. Previous tutorial bundles are available on our website if you didn't earn it for free or you can't purchase from our online shop, and you can check that on our website as well.
Yes, so we're just laughing at this. I'm laughing at this, and Betty's just gone and said, "Are you cold, Joe?"
I still haven't warmed up from our visit to Wisley.
No one can hear you. Take that down. Take it off.
Take it off. Yes.
He won't take it off because it's masking his hair.
Oh, look at my hair. Yes, anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We give away the projects that we create during the live stream, so don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and pop in a comment, and you'll be put into the random draw at the end of the live stream. So if you are catch up on the replay from last Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah, last Wednesday. The link should be on the top.
It is. The link is at the top already, so you do have a couple of minutes. It'll be one. I haven't pinned it actually, so let me just pin it right now. I've pinned a message at the top, so in the live chat there is a pinned message, and that will then has got the link to Wednesday's video. So whilst we say hi, you can quickly click on that. Do it obviously in a new tab. Go over and quickly write a comment in there, and we will put you in for a draw for this card right here, which was that one which I did, which had the I don't know whether or not that shows up on the camera. It's a bit difficult on that one, but it's a heat embossing on that, the clear heat embossing, which has then made that bottle go glassy. So that was with the bottle glassy,
darling. Anyway, yes. So we'll say hello to those of you who have joined us and give some of you time to pop in your comment from the last on the last video. So
Suki says hi as well. You can probably hear her in the background. She's just hungry. She's not saying hi really. Hey Suki. You're a good girl.
Right, shall we say hello? So I can't see who's the first one. Do you know? Oh, that was you, I think.
It will be
Caroline.
Hello. We have got Janelle, and then you can then go down. I'll let you carry on.
We have Lavinia, hello, to Kathy, Amanda. We also have Betty H, our Madam Favor Request Counting Commissioner, hello, and thank you. Angelina, hi, hoi hoi, is that how you say it? We have Denise, also Kisha, hello. Maureen, Wendy, Nani Shasha, Judy, hi Judy, hope you're well. Tammy, Linda, Sue, Sherry, hello Sherry, Teresa, and Linda, and Sandra, and Debbie.
Sure you didn't miss a few out there.
I don't think so.
That's good.
And Debbie, yes.
Lovely. And Mum.
Yes, I did say Sandra.
Say hi to Mum. Okay. Right. That's fine. Yes, if you can share this link tonight, because obviously it might be a bit confusing, because we did actually have a video going live at 6 o'clock this evening, which was for the Stamp Around UK video hops. So people may have been getting confused, thinking we've already been on live. So if you can share this link, click that. There's a little button underneath the video, which I'm sure says share. If you can do it and just share it with your friends, that'd be great, and maybe your craft friends, because they might think that we've already been on and not know that we're live. So if you could do that, that'd be great.
Yay.
So we've got Debbie has just popped in there as well. So I'm not sure whether or not I think that's the first comment from Debbie. So hi, Debbie.
Yes. So shall we go
So
over?
we're going to go over to the live draw, and we will then do tonight's. And Jay's going to be playing with the Bottled Happiness again tonight. He's made it what I think is a very annoyingly good card. It's beautiful. He's just going to go, it's all right, but it's nice. It's really good.
Thank you.
So you're all in for a treat with that one tonight. yeah, playing with a bottled happiness once again. So let's do the live draw and then we'll crack on
Yes.
with tonight's demonstration.
Right, let's do. Ooh, 5 more. So good luck, everyone.
Who's it gonna be?
And the winner is
Hey,
Denise.
Denise.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Denise. And you're actually, I think you are here with us live tonight as well. So, so Denise, if you can please message us, Barry and Jay at mitosucrafts.com. Send that in an email, please. Please pop today's date, the 1st of May 2022. Wow, 1st of May. Where's it going? And your full mailing address, please, in the body of the email, and we will send that out to you very soon once I get round to sending everyone out. It probably may not be straight away, but I will go through the emails eventually and then pick out that. So that card there, Denise, is yours, and that's the one which is going to have that lovely embossing on there to make it look very glassy. Excellent. Right, I'm going to hand you over to Jay. He will then crack on with tonight's demonstration. Go high with your guesses.
No.
No,
Well, if you want to win, probably yes.
Because we've been out all day. We're out a lot longer than we actually anticipated. And Jay hasn't had much time to prepare. So it all depends. He may have just brought everything over but the kitchen sink. But we'll see what happens.
Yes, that's fine.
I will hand you over to Jay. So enjoy.
Ooh. Ooh. So yes, playing again with the bottled happiness. I know you love it, Sherry. You'll soon find out how much you love it. I'm hoping. Anyway, so yeah, bottled happiness with the coordinating punch, which is this one. I don't exactly know what it's called. Bottle punch, I'm guessing. And it'll be available from the 3rd of May. Yeah. And we got this one for free on our own tour event, and we just got the punch. So for my first one, I'm gonna go quite simple, he says, with some basic white card and layer, which is, do I need, there we go. Oh, is that, oh no, look, shaded spruce. It's fine, it's gonna get covered. I'm gonna go quite thin border. Shall I do thin border? Yeah, why not? So 5mm, yeah, that's correct. Border or 1/4 of an inch. So that's just a really thin, and I'm just gonna keep this one layer. No, actually, I won't, because I'll do the sentiment over, because the stamp set only coordinates with the punch. You've hopefully seen Barry fussy cut on his demo Wednesday. So I'm gonna try and not do some fussy cutting for the first one, and then I'll use the punch for the second one. So, and I thought I'll do and use this short and fat bottle as a vase. So it's pretty much kind of like the same as Barry's. Can you remember what I asked you before the live, please? Okay. Because I need it. Yeah, I'll use this one kind of like the same as Barry, using it as a vase, but without punching it out. So quite a quick card, hopefully. And I'll be using one of the in color, which is, did I leave it there?
What are you after?
Parakeet Party.
No, it's over there. It's by the side of you, I think. I've seen it. It was over there anyway. That's the green one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been here the whole time. Did you pick it up when you left?
Oh no, it's here. All of these. It's already a mess. So sorry. Yes. Parakeet Party. Green bottles. I won't have 10 green bottle, so I'll just have one. And I will actually do it as a dauber to stamp technique to add a bit of color. So with shaded spruce, where are we, daubers? And what's great about the stamp is because it's already filled in, you can just easily create cards that's already colored. But you know me, I like to make it a bit more challenging, or step it up slightly. I can't find any shaded spruce, but
Jeanne has got some faith in you tonight.
oh, did she say 0?
She has said 0.
Wow.
Are you sure you're going with stick with 0, Jeanne?
So dauber onto the shaded spruce, and I'm just gonna add a bit of shading, maybe at the bottom. If it dries out, just half on it to re-moisten the stamp. And I'm just gonna go quite low. Shall I do it to the left? Maybe slightly.
Carol Ann saying chubby bottle. Did you ask a question?
I said short and fat.
What did you say? Chubby bottle.
There we go. So really easy. You can even step it up a bit more if you want to, with some coloring pencils or whatchamacallit, Stampin' blends. So I do have the coloring pencil. I'll just add basic black on some areas. I feel like everything's just gonna fall. I'll just zoom in. There you go. So just do some light coloring just to add a bit more. You do have the shaded spruce, no, garden green on the number 2, but I don't think that's gonna give it enough darkness. But really, I'm just adding hints where the kind of like some shading would be. And maybe along the bottom. But again, the tall bottle has got some kind of like shading outline already on there for the 2-step stamping, but this one hasn't. So you do have the option to make your stamp images a bit more 3-dimensional, or leave it as is if you don't have the time, or hopefully you like coloring, but I know some don't. But it just makes it slightly more interesting, I think, anyway. There you go, nearly done. Was that a sneeze from Tommy? Bless you, Tommy. Alright, I'm gonna stop there and put that back in. And instead of the flower, I'm gonna use this, whatchamacallit that, bar, twiggy. I'm gonna zoom out. There we go. So I'm just gonna use, so we've already got dauber to stamp technique. We're gonna do some generation stamping. So using shaded spruce again. and use the edge of your ink pad to mask off, because I don't want it really tall. I want it kind of like the same height. So I'm gonna mask off the edge just by inking up to a certain point, if that makes sense, hopefully. So I'm just inking up to there, and then what I can do is just stamp that on once. Oh, I think there's cats here. And then that one is the first generation. Take it off slightly for the second generation, and then it ends on the top of the bottle. I'm gonna go in a bit more higher, move my twigs to the left, and told me there's no space there. And then do a second generation again, and then I'm gonna see how high can I go. There we go. I'm gonna go a lot taller this time for the middle. There you go, slightly sparse there, but that is okay. Don't need you in. There you go. So really simple. I have got the overflowing with happiness stamp there, sentiment, but I will want to prop that up, and to keep it casual, I'm gonna use the Banners Pick a Punch, and that is, we put in the, so 1 inch is the widest, or 2.5 centimeters, and then it goes down in measurement. Just gonna get some paper. What I tend to do is I actually just go slightly smaller than 1 inch, or if you look at your trimmer, if you have the paper trimmer, yes, the 2.5 is actually just slightly smaller than the 1 inch, so I would go with the 2.5 myself, just so I know that it'll fit, and hopefully this sentiment does fit in. I think it does. Is that going to be too much? I'm just seeing how far I can get. I don't think I went over left enough. Oh, I could do it there. It does cover it. That's something different. Okay, I will go there. I'll stamp it and see. I could have done some. You can tell I re-inked our it's so much. Our ink pad. Right, I'll stamp it. Oh yes, it does fit. I'm hot now. Hi Lolly. Hi Sandy. Why are you laughing?
Wendy March said I thought your cats were shouting for food. Turns out it was hers.
Oh. That's funny. So just punch that up. So there's a locking mechanism there. Ooh, what shall I do?
Tommy said, I think we need to get Jay a simple dictionary.
Is this not simple? Well, I went from simple to casual, didn't I?
No, I think it may be how you're explaining things.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Right, so I kind of like cut off the end, and I'm just gonna see how far along I'm gonna cut the other end, so I know that it'll be in the place where I want it to be. So just cut that off and slot that back in. It was slightly off center. Did I just lock that? There we go. There we go. So I will have that off there. There's a bit of Mini's on my lap. So there you go. There we go. So just finishing up, I'm gonna have this. Ooh, there's a baker's twine, isn't there? So I'll have that propped up. I do want to add a bit of shading underneath here. So just, you can tell that the highlight is there. So I've got the garden green. I thought it was shaded spruce. So I'm just gonna add a bit of green just to ground it.
Tammy was on about how you went from simple to casual in a split second. I thought it was just your J-isms. Why she thought, because Jay does come up with some weird J-isms as well, which is why I thought we needed a dictionary. Because
oh, I see.
I know Krista was keeping. I haven't seen Krista for a while. I know she was keeping track of your J-isms.
Yeah, she's been quite busy.
She has. So if anyone else wants to keep track of Jay's J-isms, Mum, that can be your job.
She's our sandwich maker. Thanks. Lovely lunch, by the way. We had a picnic out. You could also use smoky slate, but I thought, well, green just makes it slightly green. Interesting. There we go. Minnie, sorry, you're gonna have to get down. Thank you. So the baker's twine pack, I will just add on, how do I cut? Green with green, or go with starry? I'll go with green. I've never done like middle. I always tend to use the same layout. This is quite different, even though it's kind of like one and then one. And then just have that. Yeah, we'll do that. Green with green, and I'll do it as a...
Hi, Anne.
Hi, Anne. I have seen some cards with the bow on the... Ooh, can you do a poll? Bow on the bottle or bow under the sentiment? And I'll stick this on. We do have some more, I'm just being stingy.
Where should the bow go?
So just a quick pull, but I'm gonna stick that down there. I will cut.
Tammy Spruce has just asked you a question.
Yeah.
Jay, how do you know where to put the shadow on the bottom of the jug?
So for this one, the stamp actually gives you a hint. So the light is kind of like already on the right hand side. Now, if I looked at it a bit more, I would have said the light is coming from the front. So I wouldn't have put a lot more shading there. I would have shortened it slightly and then increased it on the back. But as long as it kind of like the main light is on the right hand side, there's some cast highlights there, but that's how I kind of like decided. Is the big highlight is on the right hand side, so the shadow would be on the left. So that's how I kind of like decided on that. But yes, thank you for your question. How big is that? Hi Lisa. Right, I'm just gonna use this as a guide. Another wonkiness. All the way in. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. And what is the verdict?
It looks like bow on bottle.
Bow on bottle, cool.
So we've just closed the poll.
So mini glue dot for that.
Some people are saying don't cover up the bottle. So
I will have it really tiny bow.
Carol Ann says sentiment don't cover up the bottle is
No, I won't. I'm covering a bit more of the sprigs.
it's a thin twine anyway, so it's not gonna detract too much.
Yeah. So that one, and sorry, I have to redo it. I know it's it's baker's twine, and there's pack of what 5 colors. Still, there you go, tiny bow. You can, if you can't do tiny bows, you can use a fork as well. I think we've shown how to do a tiny bow with a fork.
Do you want a fork?
Only if people want to see it.
Does anyone want to see how to tie a bow with a fork?
Should have cut that. Oh. There we go. And I will cut it a bit more smaller as well. Oh no! Jian says no because that will give me a 1 point, right, Jian?
You can have this as a freebie because this is a teaching moment, not a forgotten moment.
But most of my one are teaching.
Yeah, teaching everyone to actually be prepared.
Now, it's kind of like a mini bow maker. So, to the left, remember what Beyonce says. And then all the way out. Is it that way? Yeah, I need the other way. There we go. Because you need a loose piece to go under. So, yes, all the way to the left. So you can even do double if you want, but if you just want one, so it's already got one, and then loop it underneath, and then loop it out, and then tie a knot. And you have a really tiny bow with long tails, but you can cut off the tail. It's even tinier than mine. There you go. Was that quick? Was that too quick? But the thing is, this bow, because you tied a knot, you can't just undo. which is in a way good because that one, if the mini glue dot is slightly loose, you can undo that bow, but I'll undo that later. Cool, so that's just gonna go on top with dimensional. It's already half past, Barry. And we'll do some bling bling. Did they just bunny rabbit?
Yeah. Always having a mad 5 minutes.
That's right. And then bling bling.
We've got the zoomies.
His zoomies, yes. It's very green, but I do like green. Sorry to those who don't. Right, I don't need the fork anymore. You could also do some splatter.
Any reason why you chose green? Is it because it's a green bottle?
It's because it's a green. I just really like green.
Green bottles.
I think this one's quite nice as well. Oh, there's a slight difference. It goes lighter. I didn't notice that before. Oh no, I'm doing green. They look like sweets. They're like, looks yummy. Sweet like chocolate. Don't start singing.
Yes, everyone's saying you can do the do that bow thing on bigger things as well. So you can do it on your fingers for a bigger bow.
Yeah.
Who else said there? Tammy Spruce said you can do it on a meat fork or a hair pick. You can do it on things like that to get bigger bows.
Shall I do different colored ones? There we go. So that's the first card done. So something simple with a couple of different techniques: coloring, double to stamp technique, second generation punching, and yes, some, I don't know, yeah, watercolor pencils there. So I hope you enjoy that. For the second card, I'm just gonna quickly clean. Because we've been out, they're playing up now, running around like they just don't care that we're on a live. It's all good. So for my second card, we have my favorite card base, or one of my favorite card base, basic gray, our usual. And the basic white layer is 2 centimeters smaller than the card front, so that's 8.5 by 12.6. Oh wow, thank you so much, Jian. And or that is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. What's that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So 7/8 of an inch? Yeah. Or near, yeah, 7/8 of an inch smaller. Tahitian Tide, another in color, which I actually didn't, oh no, I did too. It's just 3 millimeters bigger than the basic white, so that's 1/8 of an inch. So we will go with that. For the ink pads, I'll be using Tahitian Tide, Smoky Slate, and Memento. I'll also be doing some heat embossing. So we have Memento, Tahitian Tide, and Smoky Slate for the heat embossing Versamark. Ooh. And I think that's pretty much it. So first we are going to stamp our background. I love this background. It's the 2-step stamping. But I thought not much really you can do with it, but except for change the color. But I did think of like you can do your marker to stamp technique, so you can choose different colors and then stamp it that way, or you can do the heat embossing as well, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna simply color it into different tones, which is smoky slate and memento. Is this, yes, smoky slate. I think it's too far up. Go. And then we'll do the, yeah, this card was inspired by a challenge that's actually got cancelled. It's supposed to be a masculine or male card, but although it's got flowers, I think the colors lends itself, and it's partially inspired by a gin bottle.
A what, sorry?
A gin bottle.
Oh.
Did you not pick that up?
No, I didn't.
When I showed it to you?
No.
That's probably why you liked it. Right, I'm just gonna go over on top with the camera on my face. So for the two-step stamping, I'm actually looking at the inners, one on the top and one at the bottom, so hopefully it matches up.
So how do you match up actually then? So like,
Yeah,
what do you use
so
as your reference?
I use my reference for the inside of there's two inside, so when you go on there you can see that that's, sorry, the light is going. Yeah, so I matched the top one, and then if that's slightly off, you can see at the bottom here, or that one. That's how I match it up. Or you can use your Stamparatus, which would be easier as well, because you can stick it on the plate before you ink it up. So match that up. Yeah, for the heat embossing one, like if you heat emboss some of probably the flowers in one color, and then do the leaves darker, you can ink blend a different color on top as well, so that one would be quite nice as well. And even you can do the card, if you heat emboss, clear emboss all of the images in different colors. You can even do the thanks card that I did using DSP, but because and then cover it in black, and then the colors of the flowers and the leaves will stand out a lot more. So that's pretty much my card or my layer. So just simple stamping, two-step stamping is done. I'm gonna stamp the bottle, the tall bottle. Now this one in Tahitian Tide. So with this one, did you stamp the outline first, Barry, for your card? Because I did it
What's that?
the tall bottle.
I stamped the outline first and then went with the inner.
Ah, so I did it the other way, and I did find it slightly longer to align it. So I'll do it your way. So Barry said, do the outline first. Why is it not that dark? So that's just in Memento. And then I'm gonna do Tahitian Tide. And does it go all the way to the edge? Yeah, it's a lot darker than. Yeah, that's fine. So you can do the double to stamp technique with this one, Tahitian Tide, maybe with Pacific Point for a lighter or a darker blue than Tahitian Tide, or even maybe Night of Navy would be okay. Might be way too dark, but I wanted to do some more coloring. So I've got Pacific Point. This is, oh, it's covered. And actually balmy blue on the other set. So just again to make it a bit more three-dimensional. So this is the same, so you already know the shading is mostly on the right hand side. I'm just going to zoom in. So I'm going to go in with, I'll go with Pacific Point first. So I'm just going to color around or next to the oh, I think in my original I use basic gray. That's probably why I had it in the bot. So if you do find that your table or the surface that you're coloring on has got some, it's like wood grain like ours, and you can't add too much, it's giving you textured underneath, use a large block to color on. I'm gonna use block F underneath because that gives me enough space, and that's just so it's actually a nice smooth area to color on. And I'm just gonna add some shading, so kind of like the same as the first one, but this time in the blues. And I'm just gonna try and do this quickly. Yeah. So I'm just looking. Yeah, word. I think my alignment isn't as great as my first one, because normally I would have said that black line would be more towards the right, but that's fine. Right, I'm gonna go in with my balmy blue again. Just start off lightly because you can always add a bit more. How's everyone? And I will be covering this with a label anyway, so I'll be concentrating more on the top half and the bottom.
Belinda's just asked what stamp set we're using because she can't click on this. We haven't listed anything at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yes, it is the Bottled Happiness from the 2022 to 2023 annual catalog, which will be available from March the 3rd. So I'm just gonna turn my card around and I'm gonna add more pressure just to increase the intensity of that blue. I'm gonna go all the way down because even though it's got that oval line, that's the inside of the, or you can see it through, so that first layer is obviously the front of the glass and you can just see those lines through it. Okay, and I'm gonna leave a bit of blue there. And then slightly just add more color. What's the time? Sorry. Okay. So just add a bit more and some harsh lines there just to mimic the harsh highlights. Where else? I think that's fine. I think just underneath here. Yes, if I'm maybe use basic gray. I'll show you my original, which I did with basic gray. Sorry, is it wibbling wobbling? Wibble wobbles. I think that's fine. I keep saying I think that's fine. It's more like to convince myself, because I could just do this for a long time, but I will stop there because you can like get the hint, right? It's a lot more three-dimensional with the help of the stamp and the watercolor pencils by adding those hints of shading. So I'm gonna zoom out all the way out. So we've got our bottle. The bottle matches the bottle punch. I'm just gonna punch that in. So that's done. Tommy, please make up your mind because you keep... Now for the... Hi Louise! Now for the label on the stamp is actually, like, you can color it. So I've decided to actually use Memento. I'm gonna stamp that in Memento and heat emboss the sentiment. And I'm also gonna use vellum to heat emboss the twigs in copper, because I'm mimicking one of the gin bottles that we have. So Memento. Ooh, nearly. Now if you need to double this up or double stamp it, do use the Stamparatus, because is that ink pad? I think that's okay. And that's done. Right, I'm gonna try and use, where's all my punch images? So I've just punched one of that because I wanted to use it as a guide. Versamark, I'm going to, ooh, before you do that, we still have embossing body, so I'm gonna use it. Copper, copper, copper. Where's the copper? Yeah. So before I hit emboss, I'm just gonna do that. So I'm gonna use sanding chair for the label. It does fit ish. And then the sprig, is that big enough? Yeah. Just gives me, yeah, and there. So white emboss the sentiment and then copper emboss the twigs. So hopefully this should work. No. Yeah. Too much stuff.
Linda Harlow has guessed the bottle. I think it could be one of two, but I think it's what she's guessed.
So we have, I'm just gonna heat emboss. So cover your ears now. I use a thick white then. That's fine. I'm gonna quickly just fussy cut this. Now because it's the label, you can go edge to edge. Does it look okay? But I'll try and do not edge to edge. It should be an easy one, but I do still take my time fussy cutting. So for those demos out there who's already got this one, did you receive it as your on-tour gift? Or did you have it on your pre-order? So that's gonna go there. So I did say that it's gonna cover most of it, but is, so that's done. This one I'm just gonna punch with bottle, but I will see how far I can get onto it. So it'll be the same. But I'm gonna double it up, so I'll need another one and another one, because if you just place that on top, it's still, you can see too much detail. If you double it up, you can still see underneath, but not as much. So that's a tip for you. Double up your vellum, and you can also make it smaller. So I'm gonna stick this down afterwards. I've just put it all together. If you find, actually it's probably better if I stick it down first, but there you go. I pushed it all the way in, and I'm just gonna make sure that that's in the middle and then cut, so you have a smaller bottle there. And then do the same for the other one. Stick it in all the way down, so you know it's the correct size bottles. And I'm just gonna add tiny bits of, right, I'm gonna go with the new one. It's gonna get blobby. And that's just to add it onto here. And then do the same. Oh, I forget that it's a new tub pot. So yes, so alter the size of your bottles as well. I think that's slightly moved, but that's fine. So we're just gonna finish up the card and create. So that's just gonna get on top. Matte and layer. I did think of doing a lot more like metallic heat embossing with the background, but I think just the hint of on the bottle is enough. And initially, as I said, this was inspired by a mail card challenge, so I wanted to keep it as not too elaborate, but it's got enough flowers on there. So matte and layer. Oh no, I still need that in a sec. That's gonna be in the middle. Let's get stuck on. And I'm just gonna layer these bottles up. In the middle. So that's gonna go that way. So it's not too flowery because it is getting covered. Now the only thing is I should have marked the middle. I'm just gonna do that now. It's not really it doesn't matter too much. Is that if I do that's a 1, 2.5. That's my middle point. So I'm gonna add that on. So again, just glue on the back of the heat embossing. Why is it so bloppy? Middle point there. Maybe slightly lower. That's fine. And then do the same for the other one. I feel like I'm really at the bottom of the screen because I know Barry normally said, oh, it is normally a lot further up. I think it's fine, right, Barry?
It's fine. What should we say? Sorry.
Am I at the bottom of the screen?
No, position's good.
So that's just gonna hit that. Check that it's pretty much the same. And then finally the big bottle, I'm gonna use dimensional. I will add a bit of I think linen thread instead of the baker's twine. So we have linen thread. Where is it? I'll use the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. No, linen thread. It's a bit more natural. In my original, I did use the crumb cake. In that one, I am. Is that long enough? Now, in the Baker's Twine worked, so hopefully this will, but I think it's slightly stiffer. I will add a bit of glue at the back. So it's just got I'm nearly done, so you can start clearing the chair. So I'm just gonna add glue, or I guess I could have used mini glue dot. I'll do that just to keep it in place. And then I will play with that after it's stuck on. But this is the final piece. You okay, Barry?
Yeah.
So if you haven't already popped in a comment, pop it in now, because Barry will be coming over in a minute. So that's gonna go in the middle. There. And I quite like the sentiment because it's sending cheer, so it could be birthday cheer or congratulatory. So it could be any, well, a happy occasion, I guess. Right, that's gonna have to stay like that, because otherwise I'll be here all night playing with those tails So I hope you enjoyed that card as well as the first one. I'll just bring it in shot and I'll show you my original. So on my original, it's a bit more coloring. This one, so I went in a bit more with the Pacific Point, but I think it's a really nice card for guys and girls to send, especially if they like their drink or gin. And I would say yes, you are correct. It is that brand.
It could have been the other brand, which we were,
it's Silent
saw
Pool,
today.
because it's kind of like Silent Pool is a lot more lighter blue. Bombay Sapphire, I would say it's like a white embossing, but
Yes.
Silent Pool is the
Got gold in it.
I would say copper.
Copper.
Yeah. And the first card is this one, which we're gonna do the random draw.
Random draw.
Now.
Well, I just need to get it all ready. So just talk amongst yourself for a moment.
Yeah.
I need to get the wheel. Do you want to show those?
Yes. Did you have your
and
thing
I'll
as well?
get that as well.
So yes, so Fanful Friday, if you haven't seen it or checked it out yet, this is what Barry created on the Fanful Friday, and it's using the sending, what's it called?
Sending something.
Smiles.
Sending smiles.
Sending
that's
smiles. And he's mixed it with the Hue of Happiness,
Yes.
DSP, and it's just a easy extended set fold using DSP and cardstock. So check that out. He also did a sample in different color, which is the Flirty Flamingo, Sweet Sorbet, Oasis, Orchid Oasis, and this one is the Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, and Sweet Sorbet. And the video that just went live for the stamp around UK is wedding themed. So again, you've used the, what's this one?
That's the same as
Hue of Happiness.
Hues of Happiness.
Yeah.
Happiness Abound.
Happiness Abounds, and it's got the dice that coordinates with the bundle, with a bit of heat embossing and coloring actually underneath there as well. So amazing. So check those videos out if you haven't done so already, and we will do the
So we're going to go over
wheel
to
now?
the draw now.
Yeah.
So that's it. So good luck, everyone. And the winner of Jay's green card is... Dun, dun, dun.
who's it gonna be? And the winner is Tina Hackett. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Tina.
Please email us at barryandjay@mitoscrafts.com with subject heading winner.
Well, just, winner 1st of May 2022 in the subject line and your full mailing address, please.
Amazing. Thank you so much. There we go. And yay. I don't really like that one.
Yeah, it's lovely.
actually.
It's very good.
Oh, it's so bright.
It is bright. But we've got so much stuff on the table, we can't reach the cables to go and to turn it down.
Where is the cable? Oh,
Well,
What's
so
that?
we've gone from being bright to just being dark. Where is it? Where are you?
where's your face? Is that better? There we
Lovely.
go. Yeah.
That's it.
Congratulations, Tina. Yes. And yes, what do you think of that?
And if you'd like to win
one?
that one there, then do come back and pop a comment in it down below, or wherever you pop a comment in, but not the live one. We won't be from the live. It will be from the regular comments where you put comments in. We'll be picking that one on Wednesday evening.
Yes.
So
Amazing.
that one's a lovely card. I love it. It's great. So I think we're going to say goodnight. Thank you all so much for watching. There's quite a few new names in there as well tonight, so it's nice to see some new people. So thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you for sharing the video.
And if you want,
Yeah.
this is Tommy's tail.
Why
He's
don't
here.
you pick him up?
Oh, come on, Tommy. Everyone wants to see you.
He's been backwards and forwards during the live, and then I've had Minnie on my lap as well.
Yes. Come on. Oh.
Cool. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, And we hope you enjoyed the demonstration, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Yes, we'll
Cool.
see you again soon.
Take care, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye, Tommy.